morning. I'm Dr. Ron Ben-Ari, and I have the honor of serving as the Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education at the Keck School of Medicine of USC. It is my privilege to welcome family members, friends, and colleagues to the White Coat Ceremony for the Class of 2030. Our role as faculty is to demonstrate for students that the fundamental basis of medicine exists in the healing relationship, the relationship between a physician and their patient. Independent of all other pressures we face, respect for this relationship and commitment to the ideals of our profession are essentials of medicine. We are assembled here today to officially welcome our first-year students to the practice of medicine. At this time, I would like to introduce the Keck School of Medicine leadership, medical education associate and assistant deans, and faculty who are present today as members of the platform party. Colleagues, please stand briefly as your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until the members of the platform party have been introduced. Vice Dean for Medical Education and Chair, Department of Medical Education, Dr. Donna Elliott. You did not follow the rules. USC Chief Clinical Officer, Dr. David Pang. Senior Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education, Dr. Glenn Alt. Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Gregory Harlan. Associate Dean for Curriculum and Educational Strategy, Dr. Kathy Jalali. Associate Dean, Office of Student Engagement and Cultural Affairs, Dr. Joyce Ritchie. Assistant Dean for Admissions, Dr. Kevin Fung. Assistant Dean for Career Advising, Dr. Emily Rose. Assistant Dean for Preclinical Curriculum, Dr. Kevin Nash. Assistant Dean for Clinical Curriculum, Dr. David Diller. Assistant Dean for Medical Student Research, Dr. Jeffrey Riddell. Course Co-Director, Introduction to Clinical Medicine, Dr. Vicki Dunn. Course Co-Director, Introduction to Clinical Medicine, Dr. Catherine Joseph. Course Director, Health Justice and Systems of Care, Dr. Ronan Hallowell. Now we can applaud. Thank you, colleagues, for joining us today. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Carolyn Meltzer, Dean of the Keck School of Medicine of USC and the John and May Hoovel Dean's Chair in Medicine. Dr. Meltzer, I present to you the Class of 2030.
Class of 2030, I like the way that sounds. Good afternoon and welcome. It's an honor to mark this milestone on your journey to becoming physicians. The Keck School of Medicine admits just 2% of applicants. Every one of you has distinguished yourself through your intellect, your commitment, and your potential to serve others. We are thrilled to have you as our incoming medical school class. In a few moments, you'll receive your white coat for the first time. It's one of the most recognizable symbols in medicine, and one you have worked extraordinarily hard to earn the privilege of wearing. While the white coat may identify you as a physician, it's how you show up for your patients that makes you worthy of donning it. Will you show up armed with the latest knowledge? Will you have the humility to step back, truly listen, and meet your patients where they are? How you show up as medical students, and thus physicians to be, for your patients, your colleagues, and your community is professionalism. It's the glue that holds together the special compact between physicians and society. Particularly over the past decade, as public trust in physicians and scientists has declined, connecting with your patients through knowledge and understanding has become more important than ever. As you begin this journey, I encourage you to make two commitments. First, commit yourself to lifelong learning. Medicine is one of the fastest evolving professions in the world. Scientific advances, technological changes, artificial intelligence is reshaping healthcare, and medicine will continue to change. So must we. Professionalism is having the humility to stay open to new evidence, new technologies, and better ways for caring for patients throughout your career. It means adapting culturally relevant language, and that makes the difference to the patient who is in front of you. And it means listening and learning from each patient you encounter. Second, to remember who you are continuously learning for. Patients trust you to use your knowledge with integrity, compassion, and accountability. They also trust you to be an advocate for their health and the health of the communities you serve. When I was a new faculty member, I was invited for the first time to give a public talk about my research. I prepared what I thought was a scientifically rigorous presentation with hardcore scientific evidence about how we might improve brain health. Then my partner asked me, who are you talking to? And a light bulb went off, and I completely changed my presentation. Perhaps another researcher in the audience would have been less impressed, but the community I was speaking to understood my message when I changed it to be more accessible. And most importantly, they understood why I was passionate about the research, because it could have a positive impact on the health of many future patients. That experience reminded me that expertise alone is not enough. How we communicate our knowledge matters most. We take professionalism very seriously here at the Keck School of Medicine. So seriously that you will all be participating in a year-long empowerment through professionalism identity cultivation course. I encourage you to commit fully to this exploration, personally and with your classmates. They will help you think out loud, disagree respectfully, and work through what professionalism means to you and how to remain true to it when the right answer is not immediately clear. In a few minutes, you're going to put on your white coat. Wear it with humility. Wear it with curiosity. Most importantly, wear it with a deep appreciation for the trust your patients will place in you. And congratulations and welcome to the Keck School of Medicine.
Thank you, Dean Meltzer. Our keynote speaker for today's ceremony is Dr. Gregory Harlan, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Dr. Harlan was selected by the graduating class of 2026 as the faculty recipient of the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award, presented annually by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to a faculty member that is a mentor and exemplar of humanism in the care of patients and families, and with this award was bestowed the honor of delivering remarks today. Dr. Harlan is a pediatrician and professor of clinical pediatrics and medical education, and a highly regarded teacher and mentor at the Keck School. He graduated from Princeton University with an AB in Art and Archaeology in 1995 and attained his MD degree from the Keck School of Medicine in 2000. Dr. Harlan completed his training in pediatrics at the University of California, San Francisco in 2003 and subsequently obtained an MPH at the University of Utah, where he served on the faculty until 2009, after which he served as a director of medical affairs for IPC Healthcare. Dr. Harlan joined the faculty of the Keck School in 2014, serving as the director of the Introduction to Clinical Medicine course. He represented the Keck School on a national level as a member of the Directors of Clinical Skills Courses Executive Council, and has had substantial impact on the education and learning environment at the Keck School. Dr. Harlan has been a critical leader in establishing interprofessional education events across multiple health professions programs at USC. In addition, he has developed and implemented activities to foster well-being among students, staff, and faculty, and to deliver nutrition education to Keck School students in the classroom and through innovative in-kitchen activities. Please congratulate and welcome to the podium Dr. Gregory Harlan.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Bannery. This is one of the most meaningful awards I have received in my career, especially coming at the vote of students. And it came at just the right time for me in both my personal and professional life. But I want to start with a story about cake. There's a famous New York restaurant named Sardi's. I've never been there, but all of my family, we have 6 grandkids, everyone else, we all know Sardi's thanks to my mom, Grandma Judy. It has become the go-to dessert, the one most requested by grandkids and family members at any family gathering. It looks delicious, I'm going to tell you. Large red strawberries on top of a whipped cream cake. Inside each bite are 3 layers of meringue and melted chocolate and more strawberries. So one day I asked my mom to come spend an afternoon with my son, Jack, and I, so that we could learn to make this famous tort. I followed all of the directions. The faded copy of the recipe that my mom had given me, she received from the restaurant 40 years ago. Well, needless to say, my meringue did not turn out well. It was lumpy. It was cracked when I tried to remove it from the baking sheet. I was annoyed. My mom, however, said, "Don't worry. There is always a way to fix this with whipped cream and chocolate." So Jack and my mom got to work, placing meringue pieces like a puzzle, filling in the gaps with whipped cream, with chocolate, and more whipped cream. We had a blast, laughing, trying to make it look like we thought it was supposed to look. And after multiple layers, cracked meringue, whipped cream, chocolate, halved strawberries, voila. We had a pretty good-looking Sardi's tort. Of course, it tasted quite good, which was the important part. So you may be wondering, why am I talking to you about cake at your white coat ceremony? Well, first, I wanted to illustrate to you how important I think the value of family and tradition is. These are 2 themes you will find in medicine as well. I hope to illustrate that as well, the cake is like our patients. They come to us in clinic, in the hospital, put together with an outside appearance. It's what they want us to see. But we don't know their inner layers. That's where the humanism in medicine lies for me. That's where empathy is. That's where connecting and understanding people in their context. The patients, I said, are going to present themselves as their best. But it's our job to go a little deeper and figure out those layers. I'm going to share with you a clinical example that illustrates this point. We provide excellent care to an underserved population at the LA General Pediatrics Clinic. I love having third-year medical students there because they interact with the patients directly and provide really good care. So one afternoon, Melissa, a very savvy third-year student, saw a 10-day-old baby in our clinic, and she came to tell me what the encounter was like. The mom, I'm going to call her Cheryl, was recently unhoused, but now she was in a new apartment. However, Cheryl was breastfeeding her baby, and the baby was losing weight. They should be gaining weight. And Melissa was a little confused and said, "I just don't think this adds up." So we all went back into the room as a team, and we asked some more specific questions of the mom. She also had 2 other kids, both under the age of 5, looking a little hungry, a little ragged. So we asked her, "Did you have a stove? Do you have a fridge? Do you have a microwave? And with every answer, Melissa's eyes widened as she said, no, I don't. We asked her, what about running water, hot water? She said, no. So we were puzzled. We thought, how could she be in this new apartment, and how would we expect her to care for her children in this situation? So we jumped into action. We have quite a bit of resource in our clinic. We gave the children some food in the meantime, and we gave her some premixed formula to give to her baby in addition to supporting her breastfeeding. We called our VIP services, and VIP in our world is the Violence Intervention Program. It's a nationally recognized program to provide resources to families in crisis. They helped get her apartment outfitted. They made sure she had a stove. They were able to make sure she had hot water. And when she came back 2 days later, they were doing much better. The baby had gained weight. The other kids looked quite a bit happier too. And her hot water, I told you, was working, and the fridge was about to be delivered. So what's my point of sharing this story? We could have accepted what she told us, that she was in a new apartment, but we didn't. And I would encourage you to not accept that either. We should not. We should dig deeper. We should use our power of observations, notice her kids, notice her overall state, and listen to your gut and question. This is what I hope you will learn here at Keck School. Through our ICM course, through your clinical skills, you will see patients like Cheryl many times over, and you can help. Please know that you play a very active role in the care of your patients. And I just want you to stop and probe a little bit deeper and see about those inner layers. I'm going to share with you one of my hidden layers, something I gladly share when asked, but you're not going to find this on my faculty page. So when I was a medical student here at Keck, I spent 1 extra year between my second and third year doing nutrition research in Guatemala. I will tell you it was a little awkward to start with one class and then finish with another. But this experience inspired my passion for nutrition. It really helped me with my Spanish skills, and it set me on a very different career path. We now have, as Dr. Bennery mentioned, a very robust nutrition curriculum, and I'm honored to help spearhead that, but it really came from amazing medical students like yourselves sitting here. So I challenge you to get involved and let your voice be heard. I'm going to tell you briefly about Brandon, who was a student of mine 7 years ago, and he asked me, Dr. Harlan, do you know that students don't really know how to cook? That took me a little by surprise, to be honest. So I asked the students, do you know how to cook? And in fact, they told me no. I know many of the parents here that we have met in the past couple days have told us that they're planning to deliver food, much appreciated, to your students. But our job is to help them also learn to cook and take care of their patients. So what Brandon did was he found a local community kitchen, and he found a nutritionist and chef who helped us put together a culinary medicine course for second-year students as an elective. And of course, it was a hit. Students wanted to know more about, how do I counsel patients? How do I talk about diet? How do I change my own diet? Subsequent to that, we established cooking classes at the Wellness Center at the historic LA General Hospital to help both medical students and community members. So my point is, Keck students are amazing. You are amazing. We all have a ton of interest in learning from you. You can teach each other, and you can teach your patients. Finally, I'm going to touch back on, family and tradition, two things I mentioned earlier. This white coat ceremony itself is such an amazing tradition. I am so proud that my family, my mom, my brother, my sister, my wife Susan, my sons Ty and Jack, could witness this occasion. They really sustain and guide me. They know all of my bad dad jokes, and they still support me. So I will ask you, take a moment, and you can do this, look around the room, and find your family members and loved ones. Send them some positive vibes. There we go. So that's the practice for when you actually get your white coat. So now you know where they are, and I want you to thank them open your heart, because they are part of this journey that helped you get here and will help sustain you moving forward. So in closing, I'd like to offer my best humanistic advice. Like I told you about my first attempt at the Sardi's torch, that wasn't perfect. It wasn't even really that good. But know the next one will be better. And like our torch, please dig into those layers. Uncover what is beneath the exterior. I know you each have your own stories. I know you each have something to share about your story and family. Please do that. Share it with each other, because the bonds that you form now will really serve you for decades, and friendships are forming right here in this front couple of rows. As you start your ICM journey in the next couple of weeks, do the same thing with your patients. And for that, you will have a lifetime of fulfillment as a physician. So that, to me, is humanism in medicine. Thank you, and fight on.
Thank you, Dr. Harlan. That was wonderful, wonderful remarks. Okay, it is now time to present a very special award. Thanks to Dr. Eitan Chaim Milgram, we have the chance to present an award to faculty or staff members at Keck who exemplify the compassionate care that's at the core of our values. The Etz Chaim Milgram Tree of Life Award of Compassionate Care. This award was established in 2014 by Dr. Milgram, clinical professor of family medicine and pediatrics and a Keck alumnus, and his family, as a signature program for us to recognize members of the Keck Medicine of USC who strive to improve the health and lives of patients in our communities through compassionate care and patient-centered care with integrity, excellence, respect, and empathy. I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Eitan Milgram in presenting the Etz Chaim Milgram Tree of Life Award of Compassionate Care to Greg Erickson, Director of Post-Acute Care Services, and Kathleen Segura, a nurse at Keck Medicine. Unfortunately, Kathleen could not be with us today. Please come forward, Greg, and accept this honor.
At Keck, we have long recognized the importance of the doctor-patient relationship. Our students begin to have contact with patients from the very beginning of their first year through our Introduction to Clinical Medicine course, and patient care is a cornerstone of our institution. Our conducting a white coat ceremony today reflects an ethic at our school that spans more than 100 years. As we continue this tradition at the Keck School of Medicine, I would like to summarize the origins of this event. The first ceremony of this type took place in New York at the Columbia College of Physicians and Surgeons, and the ceremony was founded with support from the Arnold P. Gold Humanism Foundation to foster professionalism in humanism and to place renewed emphasis on the doctor-patient relationship. Shortly thereafter, medical schools across the country adopted this ceremony. It's helpful to reflect on this historical ceremony in times like the present when medicine faces ongoing challenges and change. It's an exciting time to be a physician, and each year, the best young people our nation produces choose to attend medical school to dedicate themselves to the service of others and to support and preserve the profession's ideals. We have now reached the point in today's ceremony where we celebrate our students' entry into the profession of medicine. Dr. Kevin Fung, Assistant Dean for Admissions, will present the class of 2030. Dr. Bennery, Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education, and Dr. Greg Harlan, Associate Dean for Student Affairs, will quote the students. And Dean Meltzer will congratulate each student for a photograph before returning to their seat. I'd like to ask the first row of students to please stand, proceed to your left up the ramp, and the following roles will continue in the same manner.
Alexa Coral Albert. Crystal Omazele Aluya. Daniel George Arnudov. Pratika Ashok. Chris Gyunbon Bay. Krisha Baga. Christy Yu Bao. Mira Tang Barkley. Eamon Bashiri. Ava Down Becker. Gabriel Arthur Bello. Max Elijah Benabu. Karina Bender. Destiny Anvi Bowie. Paulina Andrea Castellanos. Nice. Smitha Chandrasekhar. Michelle Chen. Wesley Chen. Shuhua Leslie Cheng. Alina Choi. Isaac Crispin. Bailey Aaron Cowley. Aniket Das. Margot Sophia Diane. Jennifer Ding. Jeffrey Dubé. Olivia Jane Hello. Anya Marcel Ferville. Samuel Forster. Colin Horaru Fujikama. Sean Gao. Graham Michael Jarity. Marissa Sky Goldwater. Pranav Gundanaga. Shimona Gupta. Eugene Cha Hamill West. Layla Danielle Harris. Arthur Hernandez. Logan Barrett Utter Haywood. Isabel Patricia Hinshaw. Zia Habula. Christopher Charles Hubbard. Taiyang Huang. Sharon Ipe. Bryce Samuel Jacks. Ashley Madison Javaharian. Xian Zheng. Anna Jiang. Selena Juang. Adeze Niamaka Stephanie Kalu. Jonathan Kafir. Abigail Jihae Kim. Younggun Sean Kim. Megan Maria Bailon Balmas. Bram Allen Klein. Sean Samaya Kanganda. Elsa Cronin. Gabriel Matthew Lancaster Dixon. Caden Ross Lane. Rachel Lau. Kaylana Lee. Harriet Grace Leibowitz. Nisha Lersuwanrut. Jeremy Latrack. Nicole Lee. William Lee. Edwin Liao. Emmett J. Lojegren. Ian Mackay Lilly. Henry Lin. Melody Lowe. Madeline Ashby Louie. Zessine Liu. Philip Fu Ma. Gabriela Maria Maldonado. Matthew Eric Martinez. Noor Panach Mashiana. Thomas Joe Matthew. Elijah Aaron McCrae. Lauren Ruth McWilliams. Moret Mulaku. Galili Mengesha. Nelson Walter Mills. Donna Salah Eldin Nasser Eldin. Andrew Quan Witten. Ryan Tree Witten. Samantha Aiko Lian Win. Gargi Nigam. Colin John Orge. Sweta Palanipu Upen. Anandita Pandey. Chuna Park. Krutik Patel. Colin Andreas Patullo. Brendan Zachary Pellick. Madeline Peng. Nathan Elliott Peng. Sela Rose Peters. Alexander Hugh Pham. Will Pham. Benjamin Nguyen Phan. Kayla Kim Phan. Sana Prasad. Kirtana Manas Ramaswamy. Esmeralda Elisa Salcido. Nandini Seth. Suraj Shah. Ojas Sharma. Anushka Singhal. Rishi Solanki. Hari Srinivasan. Yejin Katie Suh. Anjali Sudhakar. Karen Ta. Sam Tannen. James Edward Terrell. Mridula Joan Tyagarajan. Jason Matthew Toliao. Tony Chun. Vanessa Chun. Ashley Sai. Varun Vardhan Reddy Tumalapalli. Chisom Antoinette Uwakwe. Kritik V. Varghese. Daisy Tantao Vo. Minty Vo. Joshua Wu. Andrew Wong. Ella Madel Wasson. Jaden Lucas Wexler. Lindsay Ann Whalen. Leah Waldman. Victor Yao. Ziki Yi. Paige Sarah Young. James Yu. Nancy Zhang. Audrey Zhu.
I would now like to ask all students to please rise for the recitation of the Keck Oath. Students, please refer to your program and repeat after me. I swear by whatsoever I hold most dear that I will respect the scientific gains of the physicians in whose steps I walk. And gladly share with those who are to follow. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science. And that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may at times outweigh all else. I will not be ashamed to say I do not know. Nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skill of others is needed for a patient's well-being. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not for the world to know. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will protect the environment which sustains us, in the knowledge that human health requires it. I will remember that I am a member of society, with obligations to my fellow human beings, and the community that extends beyond my pursuit of medicine. Now, if I keep this oath and break it not, may I enjoy honor in my life and art for all time. Congratulations. We have reached the end of the white coat ceremony. I know this has been a momentous occasion for the students, family members, and friends who are here today. I want to thank you all for coming. Please join us for a reception immediately following the ceremony outside of the auditorium. Audience, please remain seated until the platform and the student recessional is complete. We hope you will have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you again for joining us today.